Okay, I've had my aha moment. I'm now going to pass over to one of my fellow presidents of the European Children's University, Karoline Iber. I won't say nothing apart from the fact that she's the brains behind the business.
Yeah, it's an honor for me to be here and to say these words of welcome for this conference, because it's a very special moment for me personally. It is not only the fourth conference of Cis-Catalyst and EUCU.NET, it's the final chaired conference of Cis-Catalyst and EUCU.NET. And we had one conference 5 years ago at the University of Vienna, and it was the ending point of EUCU.NET, of the end of our first project, and it was the beginning of a new one. Now we are at the end of the Cis-Catalyst project, and let's see what we begin in the next few years. So it's also a special moment for me because I work at the University of Vienna since almost 15 years, or more than 15 years, and I was a student here. And it took me a while to finish my studies. I had 10 years of experience as a student here at this university, so a long, long story of myself connected to this university, this very traditional university, this very old university. It's a university. Next year we have the 650th anniversary of this university. It's the oldest university in the German-speaking countries. And it is one of these universities started with the Children's University. So more than 10 years ago at the University of Vienna, this movement of the Vienna University Children, the Vienna Children's University started. So now it is a project with 6 universities in Vienna. It's Vienna-wide. It's a very big, it's grown up to a very, very big project. And I'm really happy that some of our collaboration partners are here today. And it's the home base of Vienna Children's Office. And to be honest, it's really a home base. Because every single day when I go to the office, I'm really impressed by the fact that a lot of team members are working there, and all of them, each and every single person working there is really creative and enthusiastic working in this topic, and I'm really proud to be part of this team. And it is the town where we live, the town where we work, and Vienna is a beautiful place. It's not only a beautiful place, it's also a diverse place. So the topic of social inclusion, we are happy to have this topic here in this city. More than 68% of the children aged 1 to 10 years old have a migration background in this city. So it is a very diverse city, also historically. And I'm really happy that so many people are here in Vienna at this conference. These are Cis-Catalyst people who work in this EU-funded project for the last 4 years, who became friends. It's a community of practice, we called it yesterday. Members of the EUCU.NET network, of the European Children's University Network are here. People who are practitioners in organizing children's universities, in realizing these interesting projects all over the world. So we have our friends from Colombia here, friends from India here, from really all over the world. So that makes me also a bit proud. And I'm really proud that people are here who want to discuss this really important topic of social inclusion. And these are not only people who are practitioners in the Children's University movement. These are also people from Vienna and from Austria. And I'm really happy that this topic of social inclusion and science communication is so important for a lot of key players here in this country. So I'm really happy that the Science Center Network is here. Margit Fischer is here as one of the driving forces in the science communication movement in our country. We have people here from Wirtschaftsagentur. Christina and Katrin are here. They were responsible that we got the first money for Children's University on Tour, which is now a project going around the world, for example, to Amsterdam and to other countries. So starting point was here, thanks to you, that you helped us to realize that. We have Karl Chaplak here. I can't see him, but he is here. He is responsible for all young people in Vienna, so he's a very important person here. And he is a critical friend since 15 years, as a person who helps us to develop our project further. We have Petra Galan here. She is a representative of A1, that's a telecommunication company in Austria, and not only a sponsor, much more than a sponsor. She's a partner in developing educational program, especially with the focus of social inclusion. So it's heartbreaking for me. All of you are here, and that also means this is a statement. You are interested in the topic of social inclusion, and not only interested, I hope that you're also aware of the importance of this topic. And next step for the next 2 days is also learning about the topic. And my aha moment yesterday was a very important sentence I learned. Learning without doing is selfish. So I hope that after the next 2 days, all of us are doers, much more than we are now. Some of us are doers, most of us are doers, but yeah, it's never enough. And I have to tell you that the Children's University movement is growing and growing. And we have now all the projects all over Europe reach 500,000 children a year and 15,000 researchers a year. So it's not a simple, single, fancy, nice project. It's much more, it's a movement. So we are doers, we are learners, and we have a lot of things to do. And the topic of this conference is VisionaryFantasy, creating open spaces for science communication and social inclusion. And maybe you have seen the bags. This one is mine. This one is mine. And it includes a sentence of a declaration. And you also find declarations in the papers you have got at the registration. And my part of the declaration says, I am responsible for making children aware of their educational opportunities and supporting them to realize their potential. And that's a big responsibility. And I carry it with me. And I hope you carry all these messages with you. And so I think we create this open space for social inclusion. I had my aha moment this morning because this was the only chance for me to make a welcome note in my mother tongue, in German, and I missed it. Thank you. Because now... you need your...
Yes. Now it's time for the headphones. So.
It's time for the headphones.
Thank you.
Trish will explain you everything.
Right.